Okay, howdy y'all. Welcome to my stream. This is a family-friendly stream. There'll be no language in it, not naughty language. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to show you a game that's been overlooked. When you go into Steam and you look at the reviews, the people are going, "Oh, I got bored with this game." Well, you know what I think about people who get bored with games? Did you get tired of playing a game and need a break for a while? That I get. I really do. If it's not your bag, I get that too. However, we're gonna play this. I just to let you know, I was spent a lot of time at my grandparents' house, and I was always glad to be there because if I was at my grandparents' house, I wasn't being beaten. So I loved it. But if I complained about being bored at my grandparents' house, I would be sent home. So I had two sets of jacks. I had a skipping rope. I had paper dolls. I had Lincoln logs, and that was enough for me. Okay. Sometimes you got to learn to be satisfied in this life with what you've got. So in this game, I start out with 30 bucks. Usually you start out with 20. I've got an upgrade that does that. First, we're going to build an inn so we have some space for the adventurers to sleep when they come to our town. Now, the ruins are from previous towns that I had. You won't have those when you start out. In this book, you have upgrades that you can do. Okay. These are requests from the various guilds. You have 5 different guilds. And I do have a new microphone, by the way. I have a new camera. So I think you can hear me a lot better. I'm streaming to YouTube because for some reason, when I stream to Twitch, it keeps dropping my stream. And yes, I'm not 20 years old and young, dumb, full of cum. I have life experience. I've been gaming for decades, so I bring a unique perspective that the kids don't have. That's up to everyone themselves. So these are the requests you have. When you fulfill these, you get certain points and you can use those towards upgrades. As you see, I'm doing really, really well here. But I've been playing it a lot. It's really addictive because the next play you want to do better, okay? It says chat rate 1, but I don't see anything in the chat at all. So, not sure what that's about. Please also do me a favor. Don't come into my channel and advertise anything. I'm not buying your graphics. I don't need you to pay people to sit in my channel or to subscribe to me. Either people like my content or they don't. Okay, so don't come in here advertising things, and definitely don't come in here with sexist comments because I will ban you in half a heartbeat. Okay, so this is part of it. You get your reports. I never look at these. This tells me the longest run, the greatest population I had, camps that I cleared, etc. These are the secrets I've found. I still have 3 more to uncover. Okay, and I've got all the cards unlocked. But that doesn't mean all the cards are available to you in this setting. Let me turn down the game volume because that is, there's nothing hugely necessary going on there. And I'm going to turn down on my headphones too. It's starting to make me start raving. Okay, so we've got 15 bucks left. We could build a shrine, which will attract the diviners. We could build a house, which will provide extra housing. As I've said, we want to attract people, but we also need food. So that's a hard decision, isn't it? Let's clear a ruin. We did get a card back. We got the Taylor card back. Yes. And that's the part of the argument for clearing the ruins, by the way, is that, and whoever wrote something in the chat, I apologize to you. I don't see anything in the live chat here. We clear ruins to get them out of our way so we have more space to build, but we also clear them to try to get back items. So shits and grins, let's go ahead and build a house. And we will end this turn. Now, I love these newspapers. Okay, if you take the time to read the stories in these newspapers, they can be so funny. Seriously. So that just tells us we founded our town again. I wish I could reset this game and start it from the beginning. I mean to ask the dev if that's possible, if he will make it possible, he or she. Tells us we have 3 adventurers that came. And down here we can see actually we have 6 new adventurers. We have 3 thieves, or outriders they're called. We have 1 bard, and we have 2, what are these? I think these are the diviners. I don't remember. What do you mean you don't remember? Those are the diviners. Okay, those are the arcanists. Blech. So a farm would be hugely helpful, and just sort of, you're building your town here, which is really cute. A market is hugely helpful because it gives us more moolah each turn. Now, as we're going through this, we want to try, if we can, to also clear a space. Okay, we kind of got two things going on here. We need to clear a space by getting rid of the forest, rocks, and ruins. We need to build more towns, and we need to make sure we have gold available for when we have quests come up. Okay? So I'm not sure how I had a chat rate of 1 when there was no one in the stream, but that's okay. Magic wood found in nearby forest. Okay. Silkhelm, otherwise known as living wood, has been discovered. We gain 13 wealth from that. An honest plea. Outriders, those are the thieves. There's an awful scarcity of herbs available in our town, so they want an herbalist. They want us to build 4 herbalists, in point of fact. Royal spell bans. Okay, we have banned the following spells. Zone of tax evasion. These do change, by the way. Repressed trauma and power word gaslight. As I said, I'm just one of these freaky people that I get a kick out of a lot of things. I'm fairly easily amused, which makes my life a beautiful, beautiful thing. So let's build a tailor. And if you're wondering what it does, click on it again. It brings you money. Okay, and it tells you more specifically what it does for you. Okay, you can always refund it, get a portion of your money back. I have some perks up here that gives me some extra money back from what you get when you first start the game. Ho ho horror. I don't think I've had this one before. An evil wizard dressed all in red with a sleigh and reindeer blazed through town, scaring residents and adventurers alike. The sound of his haunting laugh caused a few of our resident elves to flee in terror at the sound of their former master. We're all getting coal this year. +4 threat to our town. Ooh. Now, if you look up here, this shows us that we're at the moment the threat is 0, and this is going to change that. And our defense is 8, okay? And the arrows will give you a good clue as to when you're screwed, blued, and tattooed. that the threats are growing out of proportion with regards to your defense. So, secret spells banned. Manipulate skin. Speak with houseplant. Yeah, that's a real dangerous one. Counter manipulate skin. Okay, so potion seller has come to town. He was last seen in this town engaged in an argument with a local outrider on the potency of his potions. Are you strong enough for his potions? Ooh, I guess we will find out. So we need to keep the outriders upset for 6 turns. If we wonder what our things are, we can go back here, keep the performers upset, keep the outriders upset, attract 4 new performers, build 4 herbalists, and we're waiting for them to decide what their next request is from us. So the one feller did, although we are trying to keep the outriders upset still, so let's not build this just yet. How's our housing situation? We have +7, +7. We're going to need some more food eventually. Let's make our fighters happy. Let's put a tavern here, but let's put a tavern. And in order to change this, by the way, just hover over one of the squares and start right-clicking. And it'll show you the different possibilities. If you come up here and you hover here, if your town is in imminent danger of destruction, it will tell you how many turns that it will take until your town is destroyed, by the way, in case that arrow is pointing in the other direction. So right now our town stability is looking pretty good. You never, by the way, you can get this all the way over here. You never completely get rid of the threat. Okay, that's not part of the game. But when that red bleeds all the way over to here, it'll... and then your town is over and you have to start again. How's that go again? I love it. So now we have another marketplace. let's put it here. We'll make a little marketplace square. It doesn't really matter where you put it, by the way. There are some things, however. I have one where when I build, I'm looking for it here. When I build is this it? Foraging. No, there's one where when I build the hunting lodges, if I build them next to forests, this is it. Our hunters can shoot right out the window without ever having to leave. So we get a +5 food for hunting lodges adjacent to forest. So there are some benefits to having certain buildings placed in certain places. So, not to be redundant, but there it is. And again, I want to slowly start to kind of clear this out. When I build my watchtowers, I'm going to want to build a ring around my town. I have not yet fully accomplished that. Oh, 8th time's a charm. Local screw-up Gorath, the rogue, has fallen into the town well for the 8th time this month, once again attempting to pilfer coins after mistaking it for a wishing well. Diviners are very angry about having to use Gorath-flavored water in their rituals. Thus, we have a -1 diviner satisfaction for 3 turns from the Gorath water. Okay, this one, when it comes here, has a big 20-sided die, by the way. I think it's 20-sided, not 100, I believe. New game, a hell of a time. Local children have been playing a new game where they pretend to be adventurers going on quests. Apparently, it is so fun that even a group of nearby demons want to join in. Oh, this is bad. Feeding day is upon us. As it does every year, the town prepares for its annual feeding day, when town folk come together to celebrate the sating of the beast. As is tradition, each home leaves a fresh ham upon their doorstep tomorrow night. Residents are being urged to purchase their hams quickly to avoid a long and agonizing death for them and their loved ones this holiday season. So the beast will feed for another year. What it in essence means, we have a +4 threat. We have -10 food for 5 turns, which is just going to be brutal. OT. You don't have to read through everything here. I get a kick out of them, which is why I like to read them. But this is the dimensional press. Look, it almost looks like an eye. That is so cute. I love it. So there's some nice creative, this sort of Lego-like graphics, very simplistic, but it's enough. But there's some really, really cute stuff going on here. So our watchtower costs 20. Let's see. This might be a good place to put a watchtower, mightn't it? So let's click through here. Set our watchtower up over there. Yeah, baby. Okay, so we can attract more of these fellers by putting an extra shrine in here. And there we go. By the way, I'm not disheartened at the lack of visitors because historically I have not been live streaming to YouTube, to be honest about it. I have streamed to Twitch, and I was streaming to Kick until that wouldn't connect through the restream. Let's see what this turn brings. The chosen one of many. So 3 diviners have joined the fight. 3 villagers have committed to going on a holy quest after receiving pamphlets in the mail, claiming they are the chosen one. The goal of their quest is unknown, but involves leaving a portion of their earnings in an unmarked bag just outside of town and converting as many followers as they can to do the same. It's a pyramid scheme, isn't it? The origin of these pamphlets are currently unknown, but have been sent to nearly every home in town overnight, and only 3 fools fell for it. Okay. These mimics are sharp. Local adventure returns gloriously from defeating a cave of mimics. only for his sword to try and eat him before running off. The whereabouts of this sword are unknown, so keep an eye out for any household items you don't remember buying. So we have a +4 threat to the town. That's going to turn our arrows around. The brawlers, the fighters, the satisfaction 5 turns. They are unhappy because their weaponry have been turned to mimics. How unfortunate. Okay, this is a funny one too. But I'm the protagonist. Local adventurer has come to the shocking realization that this world might not actually be entirely in service of their grand hero's journey. They're missing a little thing there. I thought some of the English needs to be corrected, but by and large, it's really good. I thought I was the main character, and now there's all these people telling me they have their own lives when I'm not here. Honestly, I appreciate the immersion factor, but this is unacceptable. So here's how many people. We got a lot of diviners this time, didn't we? Oh, yeah, baby. Except, there we go. They're not very happy. Did we ever finish that one with the keeping the rogues upset? I guess we didn't. You suck. Okay. Not you, but we did attract new performers, so we will get that credit next turn. Okay, OT. So we're forever in need of food. I want to unlock the bakery eventually, but you don't really have a lot of say with that. Let's put a farm right in front of the tavern. That's just really weird. We don't have a blacksmith yet. That's not going to make them any happier. But then again, a tavern wouldn't either, would it? We're kind of squished in here. We need to start getting rid of some of this. All right, we need space. We need living space. We do. Okay, so Battle of the Bards. The performers are happy with their musical festival, one recalling, "Yo, bro, that was sick. I only saw like 2 performers from the other side of town, though. The crowds were pretty big." So, performer request completed, 1 token earned. Curse got you down? Come to Auntie Crystal's healing hut. Centaurs in stable condition. I love this one. It shows when these things appear here in the middle, by the way. They have really cute icons. A group of centaurs have been injured after a late night illegal street race, ending in a pileup after the centaurs attempted to drift around a corner. To drift, like. The recovering perpetrators have been locked in stables pending a trial or breakout for the sequel, whichever comes first. Okay, oh, this one's cute too. Patrons puzzled by pocket pub. Local tavern, the Drowned Pelican, has called for an investigation following a prank that led to their front door being transmuted into a pocket dimension. While the debacle only lasted for 15 minutes before conduits were able to reverse the spell, the victims had aged more than 15 years inside a hellish nightmare realm where the bard kept playing the same song over and over again. We're not going to read every single one of them. They will repeat, by the way. This is when it gets repetitive, but yeah. Let's put another watchtower here. That will strengthen our defense again. I know we don't have a lot of coin. Let's see what we can clear in between. Nothing. You suck. Okay. We need more money too. We need cash. Okay, diviners discourage demonic demonstrations. Well, I would hope so. Arcanists are outraged at the diviners' restrictions on their magical experiments. They are demanding we make them upset and drive them out of town. So we have our new request. Arcanist request added, keep diviners upset for 2 turns. That should be doable. So self-righteous. All we did was summon a demon once or twice. So don't worry, everything is fine. Oh yeah. So this shows us our turn up here, by the way, and also the seasons will show. Give you an idea. Local rogue Gorath, we remember him. He was falling into the well. Was seen floating above the town today, taunting a pack of brawlers just out of reach after reportedly drinking a potion of levitation. I swear it's something new with this guy every day. So -1 brawler satisfaction for 3 turns from the taunting floating rogue. World's gobliniest human. A great disturbance to village life yesterday as the goblin alarm was raised to supposed threat apprehended by town guards. To a supposed threat. Okay, apprehended by town guards. After extensive interrogation and scrying, village officials came to the conclusion that it was in fact not a goblin, but instead just a very short, ugly, slightly green wizard. Regardless, he has joined the adventuring guild. So we gained 1 arcanist. He has joined our fight. So we see down here 1 brawler, 1 arcanist, 1 very disgruntled brawler, apparently. So what are we lacking? We have -1 housing up here. We have -1 food. We don't have anything to do about the food, but we can make some cash and get some housing. This gives us just +5. This gives us +10, so we'll take this. Get some cash to boot. This is a Dreieck. Quatsch. There we go. Hey, the library would be nice. We could piss our... We don't want to make the diviners happy yet. Remember, we need to keep them unhappy for 2 turns. Where are we at with that, by the way? Oh, they're not red. I think they have to be red to be unhappy. Still, I'm thinking, and it hurts, first of all, I think we need to get rid of these trees in case we can get another watchtower. Ooh, bugger me. Seriously? You suck. Oh, that's only 10. The costs do vary. Basically, I think the farther away from your town center that you're trying to clear the forests, the more that it costs. That is my supposition. So at the moment, we're doing really well. My name is Ozymandias. I'm sure someone else can say that better than me. A group of radical diviners have decided that the best way for their gods to be immortalized is by making their shrines symbolic and poignant ruins. The fast way. The shrine has the feet now. One of the diviners was poetically crushed under their own symbolism. And we have a +1 threat to our town. Performance with an edge. A controversial new performer, Gol Broyan, has joined the town today. He's stirred up the other performers, claiming they're too safe, with his act involving dangerous stunts, giving the audience knives to throw at him during his routine. The influence he has on our town remains to be seen. Okay, so we should keep an eye on this one. Golbrohan, I'm going to say it that way, as if it were potentially Czech. Broyan, okay, has, otherwise it sounds more Spanish, has set up his circus +1 to the performers. Your attention, please. Oh, get a new focusing crystal. Your spells will backfire no more. Your attention, please. The performers have been whining about a lack of appreciation from the town folk and the treasury. Suffering in the name of art is all well and noble, but it's just not worth it without the applause. Performers request added keep performers happy for 8 turns. Ve chasse. So our shrine is gone. Oh, look it. We get to build a tavern for free. When these come up, take advantage of it. This has to do with another card that I found, by the way. It won't happen at the beginning of the game. Is not a problem. So let's see what we got going on here. We wanted to clear some stuff out over here, actually. Right? Let's do that. You're going to build to the end of the world. Ooh, we don't have 17 gold. Oh, no. Okay, so I am keeping an eye on this. This is a short stream. We're not going to stream too long. Performer tragically deplatformed. In a growing hunger for death-defying acts, a performer has tragically fallen to their death as the audience literally ripped the stage out from under them. The blame has turned to Gol Broyan, the influential figure at the forefront of this edgy entertainment movement. Use squares, just don't understand real art, he remarked before leaving the town to form a new enterprise. Cirque du Soleil. Okay. So one performer has been struck down. That's why we've lost a diviner down here. Actually, there's 4 performers missing too. Gol and his supporters leave town to form their own troupe. So there's the -4 performers. Okay. New quest added by the docks. So we have to go to the docks to do this quest. We need to find the Cirque du Slay. Okay. Hot elves in your area. Free sign up, no adventure card required. Could eating gemstones give you magical powers? The local witch doctor and magic expert says, what? No, don't do that. But you're not fooling me, Mr. Magic. Not again. 'Tis the season. Okay, normally there's this crazy icon here when this is up above. We spend a day, as we do every year, celebrating the glorious Archmage Malacrax. Right? Mal in the name right there tells you he's evil, for choosing yet again not to destroy the sun and plunge us all into darkness. Thank you, Malacrax. So, we lost 5 adventurers. And the only way to get them back is to go here. So, this is how many turns it takes you. I turn it down as far as I can. This is how many adventures you're sending. Pop that baby up and hope nothing happens in between. Because you will not have adventures. So, maybe don't always do what I'm doing. Hey, there was a dog there. Oh, I got the secret. Wah, I got that secret. Cool. Okay, very cool. So this is 1 or 2. I think there's 2 more secrets I don't have. There. Oh, it didn't give me the credit for it yet. How odd. Maybe it will next time. Okay. So what do we want to do here? Let's start clearing some land. We need living space. We will move out here toward the lake. Keep an eye on my funds here. It gives us a little bit more space. Yeah. Ooh, tea. That looks good. Food review. This is so weird. Elder God Calamari. This week we tried out local celebrity chef Abherli, the Mind Flayer's signature dish. Oh my goodness. I never can say these things. I'm going to skip over that. You see right here, this is the name of the dish. Which roughly translates to consume the flesh of the elder one. 4 stars, surprisingly tender, slightly chewy, and the visions have only grown stronger since. Future looking bleak. Future looking bleak? Come visit Soothsayer Optimi. Positive reading guaranteed. Okay. Reminder, changelings are people just like you and me. This is why they must be eradicated at all costs. Not sure that argument holds. Oh, long lost twin. After a battle with a frost troll, we have unfortunately lost an adventurer today. Conveniently, however, their long lost twin has just arrived in town and taken up residence. So we don't know if that's a doppelganger or if, they just think he got struck down. That's what we've gained this turn. Okay, so the threat is increasing. See, up here it says now town stability, 87 out of 100. -5 next turn. That just kind of gives you an idea of what direction you're going in. 18 turns until town destruction. Ooh, tea. Which means we can probably easily avoid it. We could put our shrine back, couldn't we? I'm afraid we're busy making everyone happy. which is going to kill some of our stuff. Let's put another market there. I suppose we can get rid of that. Good. We'll do that. So, slippery situation. Chaos ensues on the streets today with townfolk slipping and sliding on a trail of ooze that has been smeared across the city. The trail has been traced back to the offices of the Big Boots Gang, who recently returned from a successful slime slaying mission. Unbeknownst to them, as they stomped the slimes into submission, their big boots were covered in the thick ichor of a job well done. Unfortunately for them, their big boots are in much need of a scrubbing down along with the rest of the city. Okay, lesser potions for lesser heroes. Come to Mr. Mediocre's, where the potions aren't too hot or too cold. They're just all right. Food review, Thief's Banquet. We recently invited the prestigious Thieves Guild annual banquet with the tradition of everyone stealing each other's meals in a challenging act of camaraderie. That sentence does not make sense. Okay, but we get what they're saying. A racious time, although every time I ordered my meal, it was stolen out from under me before I had a chance to take a single bite. That sounds like a big time, though, doesn't it? 2.5 stars, very atmospheric dining experience, but I have my suspicions nobody else was actually ordering. Lost and found. Some good news today, as a band of lost adventurers have stumbled into our town. They claim to have come from a faraway land somewhere east of here, but what we aren't good enough. This is your home now. Ooh, tea. So we gained a couple of arcanists. We could use some more food. I guess actually we seem to have a surplus. Oh, we only have, no wonder. Oh my gosh, what happened to all our adventurers? Wah, I say. Hopefully they're out adventuring. Holy cow. That's bad. We have an herbalist. We have 2 inns. We have 3 marketplaces. Let us build another inn. There we go. Ooh, tea. And I will get around to doing the thing with one of my fans wants me to put my mouth right against the microphone. I think we'd have to get that out of the way. He wants me to put my mouth against the microphone and make wind. So we'll do that eventually for a stream and see how that works. I don't know how that's going to sound, to be honest with you. So, license-free spells. Why spend all the extra gold on a name brand spell like Malacrax's Scythe, or Lenny's Little House, or Talia's Horrific Chuckles? We all know what that's supposed to be, don't we? It's Tasha's Hideous Laughter, I think is what it's called. When you can get our generic spells of similar quality for less. +2 Arcana Satisfaction for 3 turns from license-free spells. Performers pleased. Performers are so satisfied by their current living conditions that word has spread 5 new performers have joined the town this morning, searching for an audience and some coin. So now that says 5, but this says 3. 3 performers have started questing. Praise Lord Malacrax. Remember to fit your daily worship into your busy schedule. Okay, qualifying tragedy. After years of tragic events, a local man has received the amazing news that his traumatic backstory finally qualifies him for a role in the Adventurers Guild. +1 adventurer has joined the fight. So we lost all those performers. Now we've gained quite a few as well. Which means this quest has probably finished? Nope. How interesting, but they do return today. Wunderbar, darling, einfach fabelhaft. So hopefully that is our fighters there. Ugh. Oh, we need another watchtower. Ooh, tea. Payday for Cirque du Soleil. I don't know. A resolution has been struck with the Cirque du Soleil with Goal and Company agreeing to return as long as we construct new safe spaces for them to perform their acts with the correct precautions in place. They will be able to juggle all the fireballs they desire, providing entertainment to the town. Goal and his supporters rejoin the towns, plus 3 performers. We're going to have more performers than we know what to do with. They've given us some designs for public performance space. Plazas have been unlocked. Yes! Quest completed. Beautiful. So, White Town folk hate this rogue. Brave adventurer, dashing rogue, usual suspect, and professional idiot are just some of the terms used to describe Gorath by both himself and others. We all know why it is that we hate him. There's no need to elaborate on the topic, but man, I hate that guy so much. Okay, one quick trick to get out of squalor. Sign up for adventure training today. Candy Trail lures adventurers. A brother and sister adventuring duo stumbled their way into our town today after following a trail of candy. Meanwhile, a traveling candy salesman has reported that they lost their entire supply due to a hole in their wagon on the way here. The siblings settle in, plus 2 adventurers. So, this is with oh, God, I thought we didn't have any brawlers. So, the plaza. Performers love nothing more than a nice open space to show off when they're not having to share it with the loudmouth preachers. Alles klar. So, we do have money to put another marketplace in here. Let's put it by the smithy. And there we go. We can unlock that as well. Oh, tea. Summer Night's Dream. The sun sets on this burgeoning hamlet as scored by the, I hate that word. I hate the C in English anyhow. I'm dyslexic and I can never remember whether it is said as a S or a cicadas, and choreographed by the glowflies. And then I also learned Spanish, and on my brain just here in Czech, the C says ts, like TS together. Ts. In German, C is not a native, it's not native to the language. So it's like circus. Ugh. They do so with the knowledge that there is another day ahead. Or they do so knowing that there's another day ahead. Entirely oblivious to the tides of professional adventuring and corporate politics. Okay. Viking Rager. Some Vikings have set up shop nearby and are hosting a massive party. We should go join. I hear these things go wild. We should totally go. New enemy camp added near your town. Party with the Vikings. +1 threat per turn until cleared. You wouldn't steal a horse. With the Thieves Guild, you'd be stealing a hell of a lot more. Robbery pales in comparison. A series of robberies have left shop owners with buckets on heads and their stores robbed. How the bucket appeared on their head and why they didn't think to take it off remains a mystery. But when it was finally removed by a kindly adventurer, the store was stripped bare. Luckily for the owners and unluckily for the treasury, the shop was completely insured. We lose 5 wealth per turn for 3 turns from the buckethead robberies. Okay, and this is the party with the Vikings. Let's see what we can do here. We want to get rid of it as soon as possible. We don't want it to cost us a buttload of money. We'll send 9 adventurers. You have to be careful with that and make sure you have enough adventurers. Or your town might be unprotected while they are actually out working on this. So now we have so we're going to build a blacksmith. Kudos to anyone who interpreted that, by the way. Language in my streams is sometimes more of a hindrance than it is a necessity. Just saying. So clear ourselves. Look, we got nice clearance here. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Ooty. And everyone's thinking, what the hell is she talking about? Okay. My son is at the vet with the rabbits. I have one rabbit I'm trying to keep from dying. Keep her from starving to death. How did everything go?
Well, they didn't have a full thing to give me, but
Okay, that's as good genug.
yeah, supposed to be enough for the weekend.
Okay, that's fine.
Stuff is called Beneback.
Whatever it's called, I don't care. I don't have to know that. I'm not a vet. Did everything go well with Owen?
Yes, that went smoothly.
Is she resting well? Did you get a lot of Ida out? Was there a lot of pus in there?
Seemed like it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was also very soft and malleable. I knew it could be cut open. Okay, so I have one rabbit who constantly, well, I have 3 babies who constantly fight with infections in their teeth, and one of them had to have a spot cut open right here. It's a bulbous bag of pus in front of her windpipe, so one has to be careful. So let's go back to this. Diviner's disappointed. Yeah, thanks for making them upset. Really taught us a lesson. An arcanist reported, I'm live streaming to YouTube, by the way. It would be nice to have an audience, distracted by a giant locked cage with something growling inside. But we could really use a diviner right now. We may have gone a little too far with the demon summoning thing, you think? So Arcanist request completed. 1 token rewarded. Hello, beetles. Goodbye, beetles. Giant monstrous beetles are migrating from the strawberry fields, terrorizing the town this morning, with loud melodic buzzing from the rooftops. The town etymologists had hoped they would have moved along yesterday. The blackbird population is reportedly under attack from these creatures. Local blacksmith Maxwell claims he has just the right tool for the situation. We don't know how much longer we can let it be. So there's a 5 threat to the town. Hiring villagers for training. We need something moving for target practice. Okay, not sure about that. Tributes to the time being. A local cult has started making offerings to a mysterious creature in exchange for future sight. We have a busy schedule ahead, so let's just leave this for the time being. Chant the cultists. Your townsfolk are fearful of this time being. +6 threat to the town, so that's going to turn these arrows around hard. It's an 11 threat here, okay? Plus the 14 will give us 25. That's going to be brutal. It's going to be brutal. Oh, I thought it would turn it around. See? What do I know? Nothing. Okay. I would love to build a tailor shop, but I don't know. We have a tailor here, don't we? I did. Ooh. Stimmt. So let's, we'll get rid of a couple more runes here. Shits and grins. We're just making a place for ourselves in this world. T. Oh, berserking good time. Yeah, our adventurers have returned from their visit to the Viking party. It was a great time, but around halfway through, all the Vikings took a strange shot. They began foaming at the mouth and blindly fighting each other. Our group decided to leave after it was clear the Vikings would deal with themselves. the Vikings would deal with themselves, so we're not needed. Truly a rager of a time. Quest completed. Party with the Vikings. Threat reduced by 1, and 9 adventurers have returned. We sent 10, didn't we? It doesn't matter. 9 returned. I'm not going to complain. Travel today. We found a magical portal in the forest. Want to know what's on the other side? Okay, seekers of the spotlight. The performers are pleased with the extra attention they've recently received. The travelers around these parts may just come for the adventure and the loot, but I'll be damned if they don't stay for our encore. OT. Performer request completed, 3 tokens rewarded. Fraud ship bracelets. The latest craze sweeping our town, friendship bracelets, has been revealed to be a total scam. In a shocking revelation, our reporters uncovered the truth behind these fashionable facsimiles is as simply being lonely mimics seeking companionship. So it is a sort of friendship bracelet. Oh, the poor mimics. OT. Okay, we have 2 taverns. We have 4 marketplaces. You can never have enough marketplaces, however. Let us see what they're offering us up here. We can increase the performer satisfaction. We can increase the media push so that we increase the maximum spawn rate of adventures. And the question is, we're missing this. It's not going to help us a lot with that, is it? Nor is that. Bugger me. Looks like we can let's do this one then. Here's our guild request. Build herbalists or herbalists, depending on whether you're American or British. OT. So like I said, I'm live streaming in YouTube.
Yep, I'm watching it right now.
Are you? Because it doesn't show any viewers.
I just wrote to you in chat.
I don't have anything in the chat either.
Come.
Oh, here it is. Dragon Skull?
Yep.
Oh, but it shows no viewers. That is really weird. I had the feeling that might be happening. I hate that. You don't know how many people are viewing you at all. So I don't know what the other secrets are. Let's build another marketplace. As I've said, you can't really have too many marketplaces. Not really. So let's clear some more stuff here. Why? Because we can. I've got a nice clear patch here. Oh, crap. I wanted to buy the rats. We weren't able to buy the rats. Okay, so rat shortage. Troubles grow for low-level adventurers today as queues begin to back up all the way through the sewer due to a rat shortage. A traveling salesman conveniently is offering to sell the town some rats he found. Unfortunately, we couldn't afford it. So now, oh no, the mice have grown too strong and escape. We'll have to hunt them down. +6 threat to the town. Bugger me. Little guy spotted in town. Don't even worry about it. He's just little. He's just like a cool little guy, a little dude. He's not hurting anyone. Don't even sweat it. Okay. Pixie's causing you trouble? Me too. Any advice would be appreciated. More books, please. The Arcanists want more books. What else is new? We love reading these things. Okay, the Arcanist requests added build 4 libraries. I have no libraries. Now I have 1 library. Do we have a housing deficit? We should be bringing both those up at the same time, actually. So, but we're not. And we're only being offered a house. Let's put a house right here. Oh, that's so sweet. Do we have a request for blacksmiths? No, herbalists, actually. Well, then let's build another herbalist. I like that right there. Looks good. We could also build another shrine. Do we have a request to keep the diviners unhappy? Nope. So there's no reason why we can't build ourselves a little shrine here. There's our other shrine. See it? It's pretty. Let's put one here. So I've said, unless there's something in your requirements up here. Local ogre files formal complaint. Weh! You would think that I could speak. So, and by the way, hi, Dragon Skull. The formal complaint has been made to the guild today by a reclusive ogre that too many adventurers have been traipsing through his swamp. So let's strike up a bargain then. The ogre agrees to go on a quest in order to claim the land as his. Okay. Subdimensional spill summons slithering species. A Terran reality has opened up with snakes flooding out into the town square. Town folk are advised to avoid the affected area while we get these snakes off our material plane. +6 threat to the town. Think you might be a psychic? Get tested today. Starry-eyed and bushy-tailed. I'm going to turn that music down just a little bit when we're done with this. A pair of adventurers have stumbled out of the forest in the early hours of the morning, claiming, I guess it's not very loud on your side, is it? Just a second. I have to turn my headphones down. That's making me nuts. A pair of adventurers stumbled out of the forest in the early hours of the morning, calling themselves Red and Mr. Woodsman. They claim not to know how they got here, but have vague memories of being chased by a hideous hairy beast. Red and Mr. Woodsman find a home in town +2 adventures. There's just something in their eyes. Ooh-tee. Ooh-tee. So, I think that building a farm is always a good idea if you have the chance. Again, if you need to rotate them, just right-click on the square. I think that they tell you that here in the game. Wow, and we're right by the docks. That is so cool. Cool, dude. So now the question is, let's clear that, shits and grins, and then go to the next turn. So we're doing really, really well here. A howler of a night. Okay. Last night there was an attack causing the destruction of one of our blacksmiths. Witnesses claim howling could be heard from the location, and glimpses of a hideous hairy beast could be seen running away, illuminated by the full moon. Why Sylvia and Sons Silver Sorcery was specifically targeted remains a mystery to all. Okay, a blacksmith has been destroyed. The spice of life. The performers have become tired of the variety of buildings in our town and are looking for something new. What? The performers have become tired of the variety. The town is looking so drab and samey. We're going to need some new and unique architecture to inspire us. I think they wrote something wrong up here. What? Performer request added discover 2 cards. Don't worry, everything is fine. The ogre returns. After going through what can only be described as a classical hero's journey with a postmodern what my brain sees sometimes. With a post-mortem twist, the ogre returns triumphant. However, realizing he no longer wants to be left alone, he asks to join your town. One brawler has found a new home. So we're going to need more homes here soon. That was our blacksmith that was destroyed. Let's put a plaza up for the enjoyment of our more extroverted portions of, maybe we could put it here. That looks good, doesn't it? It's pretty. Okay? You can actually go down and look at these little Lego-like things, turn your screen, just sort of, I think the marketplaces could be better. They should have like little baskets of fruit there. That would be really cool. Oh, we have a free library. Ooh, yeah, baby. So we already have one library here. Shall we put another one on the way to the guards things? That would be kind of weird. Let's put one here. We could build a new tavern. We need a blacksmith again, folks. A tavern might do, however. The brawlers might be happy with that. Let's put our tavern here. And let us, not as in salad lettuce, but as in do allow us. Bugger me. Okay. We'll do that. Ready for war. So a werewolf. of the dangers. Okay. Shocking revelations this morning as newly introduced member to our town, Red, has confessed to being the werewolf behind the recent attack. Coming to her defense, Mr. Woodsman pleads that to cure her, we must defeat the grand matriarch werewolf known as Granny. New quest has been added on the Forest Path. Hunt Granny Werewolf. You wouldn't steal a horse. With the Thieves Guild, you'd be stealing a hell of a lot more. These become repetitive after a while. We just haven't gotten quite that far yet. Ready for War. The famous illiterate adventuring group, the Unreadables, was found in a tough spot going up against a water elemental, arming themselves to the teeth with baguettes and that word I can never say either, brioches. Remember, I come from Kentucky, okay? I live kindly all over the United States, but there's some words I just don't know how to pronounce. After mistaking the local bakery for a blacksmith. It thinks we're an easy and tasty target now, the water elemental, that is. So, one adventure has been struck down. +6 threat to the town. It looks like we lost an Arcanist, though, rather than a Brawler. I would have expected these to be Brawlers. Best left unread. Oh, there's where our Arcanist went, presumably. A local Arcanist uncovered a dangerous book in the local library this morning, looking for a magical remedy for a blocked sink. Upon opening the book, The Endless Drain, that seems fair enough, a vortex of immense and seemingly endless appetite consumed the general vicinity whole. The damages incurred by the event included everything and the still blocked kitchen sink, in spite of the Arcanist's best efforts, commenting, "Perhaps this do-it-yourself thing isn't for me. Next time I'll be sure to call on Drano, the plumbing wizard, for all my unclogging needs." That sounds like blatant advertising. So the library was sucked into the vortex. We lost a library. The Arcanist was sucked into the vortex. Yes, well, good riddance. And we have a +3 threat to our town.
How do you leave the comment if he was sucked into the
I don't understand. I think there must have been probably a fellow Arcanist. I don't think it was that one. I think there was another one in the library at the same time as he was. So let's put a Taylor where our library was. Loser. Oh my gosh. This is why I love this game. I think it's great. And, you know, people are like, oh my gosh, I'm so bored with that. But I'm just kind of weird. Okay, the Orb of Awakening. Local innkeeper Veronica Stalwart has gained supernatural powers after she touched an orb containing the soul of a long-dead god whilst cleaning. When asked about her intention, she stated, "I promise to use these powers for good, no matter what the being inside of me says." So we have gained 1 Arcanist. They've taken up residence here. Hiring villagers for training. We need something moving for target practice. We've had that one. Conjuration castings canceled. Certain spells are banned from casting following an ethics review. Greater Summon Gnome, Conjure Friend, and Summon Greater Gnome. That is interesting. So, local adventurer needs potions. He is going into battle and needs the strongest potions available. Will they get them? Is he strong enough? Keep reading to find out. We're at turn 22, and our trees have not changed color yet, by the way. So we lost a library. It might be nice to replace our library, right? We need, I think we have a quest for herbalists. We most certainly do. By the way, they can be destroyed and then rebuilt. Nobody says they can't. We, however, also need housing, and we don't have quite enough gold for both of them. Let's build the herbalist first. Okay, so now our town is starting to take shape. That's where the blacksmith was. We need to replace that eventually. Princess out for revenge. This will be a quest for us. A captured princess tired of waiting for rescue, broke free, befriended nearby woodland creatures, and trained them into a deadly army. Now she's out for revenge against the town for forgetting about her. Guild Company correspondent reports, we think her ransom note got caught in our spam filter. That would explain why we heard nothing about it. New enemy camp added near your town. Defeat the escaped princess. +1 threat per turn until it is cleared. Future looking bleak. Come visit Soothsayer Optimy. Positive reading guaranteed. We've had that one before. So, bringing out the bee team. We welcome to our town today the beautiful bee balladeers. An glorious insect. English much? A glorious insect themed. We need a Bindestrich there. We need a dash. A glorious insect themed traveling theater troupe who have sworn an oath to defend our town, claiming this land is rich in pollen and must be protected at all costs. Oh, so reduce, reuse, and reanimate. This sounds dangerous. Residents are reminded to take care of their waste disposal habits this dumping day. Make sure to separate your corpses and cursed items before disposal, lest they accidentally cause another undead uprising. We have separate pits for a reason, our resident expert in necromantic sanitation management stated. So let's all do our part and recycle, not revivify. Ooh, we got a lot of adventures. Look at this. 2, 4, 6. We got 6 new adventurers to our town. Excellent. We're going to need them right about now. So we want to get this out of the way as soon as possible. We can't afford that. We can't afford that. All right? We can't afford that, however. We will be Pleita this turn. We did already do this, didn't we? We haven't done this? Bugger me. We're not going to be doing it this turn, are we? I forgot about that. Oh, no. The war on boars. The boar war. A string of reports, that's what I thought it meant when I first heard it when I was a child. The boar war. So, a string of reports have come in of a series of attacks by feral boars from seemingly nowhere. This reporter can only conclude these boars have the ability to teleport, and you should all protect yourself from upcoming boar invasion, from the upcoming boar invasion. Alles klar. +5 threat to the town. Okay, travel today. We found a magical portal in the forest and want to know what's on the other side. No metagaming. Local villager wishes she was in a farming sim instead. If I was in one of those games, I could just wander around and occasionally receive free gifts. Experts claim they have no idea what she is on about and that she's lost her mind. They're kidding about safety standards. A local inn has received scathing reviews over its weekend grand opening when several high-ranking town gentry in attendance were transformed into house cats upon trying the new soup. The commissioner of the Magical Safety Standard Alliance has this to say about the incident. Meow, meow, followed by a faint purring. So we have gained 4 adventurers this turn. So we need to take care of this. Ooh, hello, Sha. Hello, Sha. We don't have enough money still. So 6 turns with 9 adventurers. It's because we sent a lot of adventurers to the princess thing. So let's go back here. Now we don't have enough money for any of that stuff. Let's clear this and clear this. OT. Let's do that. OT. So I lost all my viewers. Oh well, there'll be more coming. Princess recaptured. The recaptured princess is now awaiting trial for raising a bloodthirsty militia of furry friends. Speculation indicates that she'll be locked up in the tower, an asylum for runaway princesses. Quest completed. Defeat the escaped princess. Threat reduced by 1. 5 adventurers have returned. I'm pretty sure we sent a lot more than 5 adventurers out there. Taxes due today. Remember, adventurers are more effective fighting monsters than collecting debts. Okay. The greatest adventurers in the world, hailing from a faraway land and famed with having defeated a demon in single combat, this tenacious duo are also accomplished musicians, able to play serious licks on any lute. These heroes of legend did not come to our humble town, but their 2 biggest fans did, describing themselves as just a tribute. So 2 performers have found a new home here with us. Socks Outlawed. A group of fanatics have pressured the government to issue a kingdom-wide ban on socks. Of all the things, starting tomorrow, any citizen caught wearing, distributing, or in possession of fabric footwear will be exiled. Okay. This is sometimes too weird. Housing shortage. Well, we have something for that. Let's build a little. That's where we still live in the deluded belief that we will be offered another blacksmith to put there. Right. We need food. We could use some food and housing. If you click here, by the way, the little man comes. And sometimes if you click again, to get a fish. We got the fish. No cards discovered. No card discoveries remaining. Okay. Well, I just get most of the stuff I'm getting out of my way. A la hope. We need more fighters. We need more outriders. And we need more diviners. So that will piss off the brawlers, as they're called in this game, and that will piss off the diviners. Better to be pissed off than pissed on, as the saying goes. Let's build another shrine right there. Oh, see, at least you have some sort of variation. Okay, let's go to the next turn. Again, we're not in danger of destruction yet. Local dragonflies files libel complaint. Local dragon files libel complaint. A local guild official was accused of misrepresenting facts when they claimed that Xantholoxinim, the red dragon of the Burning Vales Horde, was worth millions. This is a blatant attack on my character, the dragon exclaimed. It must be worth at least billions at this point. The news seems to have encouraged a new influx of adventurers eager to try their luck with the dragon's horde. 3 adventurers have found a new home. The dragon likes a challenge, +8 threat to the town. The marching band strikes. Oh, marching bandits. The things that my brain reads sometimes.